Welcome everyone, I'm Matti the Hero, and so we return to a game that's tied to Ubisoft, proving once again that everything that's ever existed has been made by Ubisoft. The game that we're talking about today is a comedic first-person shooter that shows a curved mirror towards the 80s action movies. As today's game is none other than Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon. The game, or should I rather use expansion, was released in 2013 to accompany Far Cry 3, which came out a year before. It was developed by both Ubisoft Montreal and Ubisoft Shanghai, and published by Ubisoft. Yada yada, something something made by Ubisoft. While the game might be nothing more than an expansion, a mere DLC, it can be played without owning the base game. Story. The story follows Sergeant Rex Power Colt, Mark III cyborg soldier. It is set in a dystopian future on the faraway land of 2007, with the world suffering through the aftermaths of a nuclear war. The story is the cookie-cuttered 80s action story of get the girl, kick some ass, save the world, complete with the unnecessary romance subplot and the undeveloped side character's death. Gameplay. The gameplay is that of a watered-down Far Cry 3, as you could have probably guessed, because this is a DLC of Far Cry 3. Who would have thought? So, what is the difference? Well, let's go through the list. While the game is still technically an open world one, it gives a much more linear experience to the player. There's no skill tree, but you still get cyber points. This game's equivalent of experience points. These cyber points build towards your levels, which give you a couple handful of upgrades until you reach level 30 and become the ultimate badass or something. There's also no crafting. You get these cyber points for a plethora of things. Of course, missions and side missions grant you these, but you also get them for liberating garrisons. Doing so can also grant you the option to buy maps. You can also kill animals, headshot people, and do stealth kills for these points. Graphics. The graphics are what I'd say they should be. They can go from dark to vibrant and then back to dark in a matter of seconds. It feels like I'm running around in a dark room with neon lights while coked up. Now that I'm done with the general graphics, can I take a moment and talk about how much I appreciate how the title screen and menus look. The title screen looks exactly how I'd imagined the cover of the game would if it were released back then. And the menus are simplistic enough to complement the neon graphics and the gameplay. Sounds. The game's soundtrack pays homage to the soundtracks of the films it makes fun of. That's pretty much all it should take for you to know whether you'd like it or not. The sound effects, I'm not sure if at one point I just became numb to them, or if they just got overpowered by the music, even though I have the music the lowest of the 3 bars, but I digress. I don't really remember what I thought of them while playing. I mean, there wasn't any that made me angry or anything, but neither were there any that made me jump of joy. Staying true to the source material, Rex has a few one-liners he won't stop spouting.
Need a light? I'm on fire. Now so are you. Now that's a power-up.
Conclusion. This game is ridiculous. It's a mess of neon colors, cookie-cutter storylines, 80s synth music, one-liners, and Far Cry. This is the exact reason why I like it. This game is just enough tongue-in-cheek for me to be entertained, but not that tongue-in-cheek that it makes me dislike the game in an instant, which has happened with a good number of games. It is Far Cry and cheesy 80s action movies stuck together. Unless you hate both, maybe you should give it a go. You might just like it. And so for the score. Well, I suppose an 8 out of 10 is fair, eh? I hope you enjoyed this video, and with that, goodbye.